YouTube, what's good, y'all? Hey, it's me, Penny the Dollar FX. I'm coming to you today on Friday. Today's Friday, October 20th, and I'm coming to you as a part 2 to the video I made previously. The market is closing soon, so I'm just gonna hop right into it. As I go through this, I do want to tell everyone I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the love that I've been getting on the channel. But this video is kind of impromptu, but I really wanted to make this video to show you one, this resource. If you haven't used this resource, forexfactory.com, this is a very invaluable resource to any aspiring trader, anyone who's interested in day trading and trying to actually figure things out. This right here, as you can see right now, I'm looking at the time sessions down here. And so the New York session ends in literally 29 minutes. So I really wanted to bring this come to you and bring this video to you, primarily showing you the alerts feature and showing you, some of the status of our current pending trades, if you will, as I close them for the week. So as you can see right here, again, off the strategy, we saw this opportunity where price broke underneath it. All right, we set it up for the short initially, and then price broke above it, and then we set it up for the long. And so that played out. Right now, currently, we're up 1.39%. So if you look down here, this account, right, I restarted this account balance. I wanted to restart this paper trading account to demonstrate to everybody basically how this trading strategy, how effective it is. All right, and so I started with 10,000 simply because I felt like 10,000 is a realistic amount to start with, at least for anyone who's trying to start with a reasonable amount to make a reasonable amount. So you'll see how this starts to compound over time. But as of right now, we restarted this account, as you can see down here. Let's go to the date. You see down here, the date right here, 10/18/17. So we just restarted this account. So this is the start date. And so you can see all these reds right here, all these losses. These are the trades. One, these are commission fees, right? And so this is the commission on the trades that I'm currently in the market executing. All right, as you can see right here where it says close long position, this right here was considered a loss. So you can see the action taken. It says action and then it describes the action that was taken. So you see right here, this 92.26, that was a loss. And then you can see right here, this was a loss. The point I want you to take from this is this. All right, you're gonna lose, but the art of day trading, if anyone is really aspiring to get good at this, the art of day trading is limiting your losses. All right, but at the same time, you have to have a statistical strategy. You have to have a statistical edge that you can apply to the market, deploy to the market, and stand a chance to earn profits. And so that's what I've developed. That's what I'm bringing to you now as the week get ready to close. I just wanted to show you all where we were in our positions. So as you can see right here, we took this position right here. As you can see at the very bottom, it shows the time and date that I took it. All right, so somewhere around Wednesday, 18th October, 07:30, you can see I saw this setup that kind of materialized right here, and I jumped right in it, and now we're currently up 2.34%. All right, so that's the Australian 200. Now, here's an instance right here where my strategy setup, it faked me out. And it happens, And this probably was the trade where I lost that $92 at earlier when we looked at. But this happens, right? Sometimes it'll go over and under, and then I'll just get tired of playing it. I'll just get tired of chasing it. And so in this case right here, it did exactly that. It kept going over and under, and I just got tired of it. And so it hit the stop loss, and I lost money on it. And so that's the German 30, France 40. As you can see, we're in deep profit on the France 40. All right, again, got in here somewhere up here, somewhere under here. It never hit my stop loss, so I stayed in it as it was going up and down over it. And then I just kind of like let it ride, and it just kind of continued to kept falling. So we're up in deep profit on that. And again, if you ever want to measure how many ticks or pips you're up, literally all you got to do is just come to this measuring tool, calculate obviously with the lot size, but this will give you an idea how many ticks you're looking at. And so right now I'm up 2,200 ticks on that. That's a nice move, y'all. It's a very nice move. All right, so let's go on to, okay, so this one right here was a loss. We took a 1% loss on that. We're currently up almost 2% on this. All right, so I need you to see this. I really need you to understand how much we've already compounded the account. We've already compounded the account. If you take this 1.9%, you take this 2.34%, you take this 1.44%. I mean, we've already compounded the account almost like 6 or 7% already. All right. The point I'm making is if you take these numbers, all right, these numbers on an account size like 10 grand or so, they start to build and they start to compound over time, and it starts to look really, really good. All right. So that's another reason why I wanted to start with the $10,000 account. I wanted to be able to show you realistically what it would look like taking realistic. I'm being honest with you. I'm taking some realistic, some modest, some moderate lot sizes, if you will. I'll show you that in a moment. But yeah, literally, I'm using some moderate, one standard here. Nothing too crazy. But again, I do that because I want to show you how the strategy works and how the money compounds over time. All right, I'm a little bit more aggressive in the way that I trade personally. So I can tell you right now, the trades that I'm currently in off camera, I'm a little bit more aggressive in some of the trades that I take because I know the strategy. I've mastered the strategy. All right, I've mastered the discipline I mastered the discipline on how to apply the strategy is what I'm getting at. So, but again, this just demonstrates what we're looking for as entries, how the entries materialize, how they set up, and how you're supposed to actually trade them. All right. So as you can see, these are all minus this right here. This is Bitcoin. But if you can look up here, all these are minus oil. All these are what we call indexes or indices. All right. So Australian 200 is an indice. German 30 is an indice. France 40 is an indice. Spain 35. Japan 225. NAS 100. US 30. All right, and UK 100, which I'm doing very, very well in. All right, and S&P 500, which I'm also doing very, very 2.23%. All right, so I wanted to demonstrate this to you all real quick before the market closed, because the market is literally going to close here in 22 minutes. So it closes at 5, so it's my time, so it's gonna close in 22 minutes. But what I wanted to show you is simply how you would measure this risk. So let's go and let's say, now it's going to be difficult if I don't really have a setup. So first, if you haven't seen my previous video on TradingView, I would recommend or suggest that you go take a look at that, simply so that you understand the tools that I'll be using in order to demonstrate this example. So what you would do in order to measure this risk is you would get the short or long tool depending on the position in which you desire to take. In this instance, we want to take the short position, so we're going to grab the short tool. Again, these tools are offered over here on the left. Right here on the left side, you can see the tools, and up here on the top is where you'll find your indicators. All right, so what we want to do is we want to grab the short tool. Right, I have it up here. It's listed as one of my favorites. I saved it to my I guess you want to say this is a list of all your favorite tools. And so you want to grab the short tool, you apply it to the chart, and then, right, as we do, as I practice, we want to measure our risk first. And so what I do to practice my risk, if I'm going short, I look to try to cover at least the last 2 highs. So this right here would be a high, but there is no other high right now formed. So what I would like to do is I would take this looking over here and look for the next available high to cover. And then that's how we would measure our risk for the short position. Now, because this isn't a live setup, I don't have an actual setup present. I'm going to walk you through the alert, but because I don't have a live setup to show you, I can't demonstrate to you the high, the second high, or the highs that I look for in order to establish my 1% risk up here for the short position. So, but hypothetically speaking, this box right here right now is going to represent our 1% of our risk. All right, and so we would go measure down to get our 3%. Now, I don't always get 3 exactly because, I don't try to nuke it, because sometimes I can get a little kind of crazy. but I just try to get close enough so that I know on average I'm getting the 3% range. And so then once we get it, I always suggest that you lock the actual tool down, because when you're scrolling, you don't want it to move. So we're gonna lock the tool down. So because this setup is materializing right here in front of us, in other words, it appears to be forming a short setup, what I'm also going to demonstrate for you is how to set the alert. So you're gonna press the alert tab up here. Once that alert box opens, right, it's going to bring you to a window like this, and then what you want to do is look at the condition. All right, the actual token or the actual asset is Bitcoin. All right, but what we want for our condition is we want the alert to let us know when Bitcoin, which is the very first condition, crosses, which is the second condition, crosses down, right? So we're going to select crossing down, and then crossing down the moving average, the zero exponential moving average. All right. So it should look like this. This is literally how it should read: Bitcoin crossing down the moving average. That's how the condition for the alert should read. Then when you come down to where it says trigger, these are the different degrees of these are the different types of specific trigger alerts. So it could trigger only once it crosses down past the 300 moving average. It could trigger or send you a notification once per bar, once per minute, or once per bar close. Once per bar close is the one you want to select. And the reason being is because if it wicks, we don't care. All right. So it could wick and then indicate and give you an alert, but that's not important. We want closed candles that completely form underneath this yellow line. Only then will we actually come back to the charts and look and see where we are in the market and attempt to take a short position. But that is literally, you could name the alert. You can put an expiration date on the alert, right? Because if you don't, it'll just keep going on and on and on. It'll just remain active forever. So if you want to put an expiration date on it, that's fine. I think by default, I want to say it's probably 30 days by default. I don't remember. But the point I'm making is you can place an actual expiration date on the alert. All right. And then once you've completed that, you can leave a message. Right, write a message to yourself, notify me when, or remind you what you're looking for. Something, whatever helps you remember or relate back to the chart at the specific setup. All right, so you could literally just look for setup. Title look for setup. All right, and then just press create. And that's how you would create an alert. All right. So at this point, what will happen is this will continue to keep playing out. It'll continue to keep forming, doing what it's going to do. And then only when it crosses and starts closing below this yellow moving average, only then will we receive a notification or alert. All right. You can also, I should show that real quick. You can also set it up where here, you could have it send you an email, or you can have it actually send you a text message. Right here it says send email or SMS. All right. What I'm saying is this right here helps trading. It helps you learning how to trade. It helps the whole trading experience become so much more easier. Like this right here helped me tremendously, y'all. I don't know if you know, but setting the alerts and having the ability to just set it and forget it, it makes your whole trading experience so much easier, especially after you've already put in the work. All right. And this is primarily those who I'm talking to. Like if you've already put in the work, and what I mean, you've put in the grind time, like you don't want to spend endless hours. Oh, there we go. We got an alert. All right. So right here, we got an alert for Bitcoin. And it says, you can go and click on the alert. All right, so this is an old alert. So I'm going to go ahead. You see, this is an old alert. This isn't the current alert. And I'm going to delete this one. So I was saying earlier, if you don't delete them, all right, they'll continue to keep popping back up at random moments like this. All right. But what I was getting at is I'm speaking to those who have put in the grind time, you've put in the countless hours looking at the charts. All right. Even if you haven't, I'm saying the alert is definitely a definite convenience. But for those of us who have put in the time and you don't want to spend any more like countless hours looking at the chart, waiting for setups to materialize, waiting for them to completely form, this alert feature is going to save you so much time. It's going to save you so much effort. So I really hope this video helps someone. I hope it helps you. If you're out there trying to learn how to trade and you're out there looking for videos online to better explain how to become profitable, well, I hope this really closes the gap. I hope it really bridges the gap for you, and I hope it decreases your learning curve. All right. So until next time, this is Penny to Dollar FX. I want to tell everyone I appreciate all the love and support, all the comments, and everything that I've been getting as it relates to the channel and helping me develop content and helping me. I'm a relatively new YouTuber, and so all the support and feedback has been amazing. It's been absolutely wonderful. So until next time, y'all, it's Penny to Dollar FX. Peace and love.